What's up there, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you for joining me for another week of EPL. And yes, I know we kind of had like a vacation from EPL. Everyone had to get caught up on their battles, and I still haven't posted my battle with Jack. I actually have uploaded it to YouTube, but it's in private right now. I was waiting for him to upload his, so we can kind of upload it together. So you might be getting 2 uploads in one day, which isn't always a bad thing. Although the battle with Jack wasn't in our favor, spoilers. We didn't do too well, so hopefully we can kind of redeem ourselves for the last 3 weeks, actually, because we lost to SNOOZE, we lost to Murkiri, and we lost to Jack. Gotta break this losing streak because we were on a 6-game win streak. So I can't necessarily remember what week this is. I think it's... Let me see, we're 6-3, so this is week 10, and we're going to be facing Robert. So check RobertVGC out in the description below. Great guy, really great guy. He's gone to multiple regionals with me, and just cool guy to hang out with in general. So make sure you give him a check out. We're going to be using a also not good team, although I didn't want to call it that. It's just that I had to put it into that slot. We're going to be using the team of Lopunny and Gigalith, which actually are two of the Pokemon that I took off the list. So I was like, why not? Let's use two of the Pokemon. I am very far away from my camera right now. For whatever reason, OBS is having a lot of trouble with reworking my webcam because I did a lot of tuning to my computer. So my webcam's very far away from me. I can't magnify it for whatever reason. I don't know why. So besides the Lopunny and the Gigalith, we have the Incineroar, Porygon 2, Koko, and the Landorus. So kind of got like a fast mode on my team, and then I have a slow mode as well with 2 fake out users for support. And I actually took low kick off of my Incineroar and put Protect on it so I can Earthquake with my Gigalith. The gist of this team is to set up screens with Koko, have my opponent focus down Koko, have it go down, it's pretty bulky, and then I get in my Gigalith under the Trick Room, I set up with Curse, and then I just start attacking from that point on. I have Return and Ice Beam on my Porygon too, just for a means of offense. I mean, I don't have many, like, 2 of the Pokemon that I have on my team that look like offensive Pokemon aren't offensive Pokemon. Like, my Koko is mainly support with screens, Light Clay, Volt Switch is my attacking move, as well as Dazzling Gleam, and then I have Lopunny, which has Fake Out, Encore, After You for the Gigalith, so I can actually lead Gigalith and the Lopunny, Fake Out and go for like a Curse, and then After You, and then go for a Continental Crush. So that's pretty cool. And then was the last move on it? Oh, I have Low Kick. So it's Low Kick, Fake Out, Encore, and After You. Strictly support, and then I have an Assault Vest. Very bulky Landorus at that. And my Incineroar does have Protect on it, Fake Out, Flare Blitz, and Knockoff. I did have Darkest Lariat on it, but I went to Knockoff for just further support, and my Landorus is the Landorus that I was running at Dallas, which I did fairly well at. I should have top cut, but unfortunately I did not because of double game freezes that were a frequent glitch at the time. Rob is probably giving himself a long introduction right now, so I am actually going to put my coat on. We are only like 20 days out from spring, but it is absolutely freezing in Pennsylvania right now, and Rob is from sunny Florida, so he probably doesn't have the same issue. It is like 20 degrees outside, and the wind is like 80 miles per hour, so we're gonna get ourselves covered up right here. Did not care about what my hair looked like today. I'm on call for work, so I'm not going to be doing anything other than playing video games. Anyway, what does Rob have? He's actually using a QR code team. I think I faced this team. Oh, he's got Whimsicott, Gengar. So I think Whimsicott was one of the Pokemon that you could have used this week. Alright, I was going to put Bulo on this team just so I can have some extra recovery for my Gigalith. And another thing that I kind of wanted to do with this team is to put the Gothitelle into the Porygon 2 slot. So I could trap Pokemon in and then go for Heal Pulse onto my Gigalith. Something an opponent was running at Dallas which kind of piqued my interest that I wanted to kind of use. It was a setup Mega Latias with Heal Pulse, Gothitelle. Alright. It's freezing. So he's probably just going to lead Whimsicott Gengar. If he does that, I mean... Ooh, actually, I do have Scrappy on the Lopunny, which is pretty nice. I wanted to select my Landorus, but apparently not. Again, I don't know why I'm using a stylus, because I don't use stylus at events. I always use my my D-pad and my buttons because they're way more accurate than the stylus. Like you just seen right there, I wanted to hit enter, and I hit another button besides enter. We're going to lead Tapu Koko and Lopunny anyway, because I can go for a fake out into the Gengar. He's going to lead Landorus, actually, which is kind of odd. Landorus, Whimsicott, okay. I didn't see this coming. I don't foresee Whimsicott having Protect. If he goes for Protect right here, it's going to be a great move, because if he goes for a Protect, he's likely going to go for an Earthquake. And neither of my Pokemon are going to appreciate that. And if Whimsicott does go for the Protect, it could just go for an Encore into my Lopunny. Huh. Okay. I'm going to go for a fake out here. And then I'm going to actually start setting up screens. What screen should I set up? Who does he have in the back? Alright. I'm actually going to set up a Reflect right here, because he does have a Landorus on the field. And I could likely survive an Earthquake the following turn, and he's going to have to figure out who he wants to go for an Encore into the following turn. This Whimsicott's definitely going to have Encore. I've seen Whimsicotts that don't run Encore, and they run Taunt over it. Whimsicott's going to Protect, which I did anticipate. Let's see if the Landorus attacks, which it probably will. Great. Alright, good. And we're going to get her... That's a lot of damage. It's a critical hit, okay. And we're going to get up a Reflect. So his play is to go for an Encore. The question is, who does he go for an Encore into? I'm going to go for the... Now, I think he'll go for an Encore into the Tapu Koko, because the most obvious switch out right here is the Lopunny, because I don't want to get Encored into Fake Out. And then I have more Fake Out support right here. Now he's going to go for Taloned, okay. Alright. I do have the Trick Room option on my team, so surprised he went for a Taloned instead of an Encore to disrupt me. Let's go for a U-turn. Okay, it's not going to do too much. That actually does a lot of damage, which makes me believe that this is Choice Band Landorus. Now, you got to remember, this Incineroar is very, very bulky. It's only neutral damage. It's non-stab damage from a Landorus using U-turn. And I have a Reflect up. That was a lot of damage, all things considered. Alright. Now I'm going to go for a Fake Out right there, and then I go for a Volt Switch. If he protects his Charizard, then I can go for a Volt Switch into it in the following turn. I mean, he'll get up the Sun. Okay, he withdraws the Whimsicott. Landorus comes in, okay. Landorus is going to get a fair bit of chip onto it. It's going to be a slow game, I can already tell. Like, not this game in general, but a slow set. He's making some defensive switches, yeah. So one turn of Talon has been wasted. That's a great switch on his part, because now he threatens my Tapu Koko. Yeah. That was a good switch. Alright. Protect right here. Now, he's just going to Earthquake and go for a Heat Wave. And how many turns of Tailwind does he have left? 2 turns of Tailwind. Let's see if I can survive a Earthquake / Heat Wave. I highly doubt I can in the screens. But then I got to free switch it into my Lopunny the next turn. Let's see. He's definitely going to Earthquake and go for a Heat Wave right here. Oh, Incineroar doesn't necessarily carry Protect all too much. Wish I was carrying Protect on my Tapu Koko. It does hit the Heat Wave. I think that did too much damage. And this is probably Choice Band, so it should take me out. If it wasn't Choice Band, I don't think it would take me out, honestly, because I'm very bulky Tapu Koko. Yeah, it takes me out. Okay, then I just got to switch into my Lopunny. Get in my Lopunny now, because I'm not too worried about the Charizard with my Gigalith in the back. With the screens up, I don't think the Solar Beam will do too much. Actually, you can't go for Solar Beam because I have the Gigalith, and I'll get my own weather up. I'm going to go to the Fake Out right here because I'm not too concerned about... Oh. I'm not too concerned about the Landorus. It's not going to knock my... It's not going to... He's probably going to withdraw the Charizard, but if he switches into Whimsicott, that's fine, because then I'll be able to go for the Fake Out, which will likely break its Focus Sash. And then the Landorus will not take out either of my Pokemon, and I'll take it out with a Flare Blitz in return. The Earthquake actually might put me into Berry range. That's a pretty good amount of chip onto the Charizard. A superpower, so he's not Choice Band, so probably like Adamant Max Attack then? He's doing a lot of damage. Landorus is going to go down. Okay. Let's see if this puts me in the Berry range. No. Tailwind Peters out. Now, I can't go for the Encore into the Charizard, unfortunately. And then he can go for the Encore into the Lopunny. I'm going to go for the Flare Blitz right here, and then I'm going to switch into my Gigalith, because the Flare Blitz and the Sand will take out the Whimsicott. And if he goes for a Heat Wave, it's going to reduce the amount of damage to both of my Pokemon. And Incineroar and Gigalith naturally resist it. And if the Whimsicott goes down right here, and if he doesn't switch out the Charizard, I will be able to trap the Charizard in my weather. Great. Perfect. Tailwind. Okay, that's fine, because he's outspeeding both my Pokemon anyway. The weather was more important. This should take it down to Focus Sash. What? That has to be very bulky. That has to be very, very bulky in order to survive that. Alright, I'm just going to double protect right here. Waste one turn of Tailwind, and then also it knocks out the Whimsicott. Oh, he's going to withdraw the Charizard. Yeah. See, that double protect was a little, yeah. Little too unnecessary. Because he withdraws the Charizard. I mean, now I'm playing bad. Like, I was playing good right there for a second, but now I'm playing bad because that was completely obvious. That was just so incredibly obvious. And now his Charizard will be able to switch in after this turn. At least I didn't get a fake tears. Wow! That has to be max HP, like, with considerable bulk into the Whimsicott. And my Berry still has yet to be procced. What the hell is going on? Alright, I'm going to go for a Flare Blitz right there. And... yeah, man. That freaking double protect was not good, because now I can't protect this turn with my Gigalith. Definitely Trick Room in game too, and he knows it too, because I didn't bring it this game. Let's see what he goes for, though. He's going to go for a Fake Tears. Okay, probably just for my Charizard. So is he going for a... yeah, Wood Hammer. Probably my Incineroar. Yeah. If my Berry would have procced, that would have knocked me out. I'm just not getting very good RNG right now. I had to have been like 1 or 2 hit points away from proccing my berry. And since the Whimsicott is not going down, I am not going to win the Weather War. So everything going wrong for me right now. And my Reflect flares off, and I have one more turn of Light Screen. So when the Charizard gets in, it can go for a Solar Beam like Gigalith. Don't think it'll knock me out, but because the Charizard doesn't take advantage of the Solar Beam, considering the fact that it's not touching the ground. Did Tailwind end? No, it did not. Alright. Whimsicott protects. Actually, I don't mind that too much. I only need the Gigalith in this. I should have went for a... Oh my god. Jesus fucking Christ. Now this is getting really bad. Needed to hit the Rock Slide right there to get some chip. I should have just went for a Continental Crush. I shouldn't even have risked it. Should just put on for a Continental Crush into the Bulo. This is really frustrating. Let's go for the last-ditch effort. Continental Crush. Wait, I have low kick and high jump kick. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Wow. I don't even have After You, so I have the wrong Lopunny. Why do I have high jump kick and low kick? It should be like low kick and like return like I initially had. Oh my god. You have got to be kidding me. Oh my god. It just goes for a Tailwind. Yep. Go over the Encore into the Whimsicott. Don't necessarily think we needed to reveal that. Does this knock me out? Oh, he goes right into the Lopunny. Okay. I mean, does it really matter? Huh. Should knock out the Bulo. No, you know what? It's based off of Rock Slide, so I doubt it'll knock out the Bulo. I got a Curse Up, it would have. I should have went for a Curse the following turn. I mean, the previous turn. If I did, this would knock out the Bulo. I play based off of knowing that I'm going to be able to get at least one Curse Up with my screens. This isn't taking out the Bulo. Yeah. And this Grassy Terrain's got to freaking disappear, man. I think we have one more turn left, right? My only win con is to hope the Grassy Terrain disappears, and then he doesn't switch out his Whimsicott into his Charizard, which he should, and then I survive a Wood Hammer. Oh, he doesn't switch it out. Okay. This is it's what I needed. Rock Slide's not going to knock him out anyway. We can at least try. Because he's going to go for a Horn Leech. He's going to get enough HP, which in this range, a Rock Slide won't even be able to take him out anyway. Does half. So, that's good information. Probably do about a quarter if I was in Reflect. Yeah, so in the range that I had him in earlier, which basically is like this range right now, it still wouldn't have been able to knock him out. It would have done like... I would probably put him in like the 5 to 10 percentile range. And the game's over right now because you just go for a Solar Beam. And then go for another Grass type attack. Rock Slide missing didn't really make that big of a deal. Not having After You is a big deal, because on that turn where I encored the Whimsicott, I could have went for an After You Continental Crush into the Bulu. Now, again, that would have not been able to take it out, but if I would have fucking hit the Rock Slide the previous turn, that probably would have been able to take it out. But if I have gone for a Curse on the previous turn, that also would have been able to take it out. So with the combination of either going for a Curse or hitting the Rock Slide the previous turn, and then having After You, which I'm supposed to, and then going for the After You Continental Crush into the Bulu, that would have been able to knock him out. Yes, he gets up a Tailwind, but I should be able to survive a Solar Beam, and then I can go for a Rock Slide. Anyway. Kind of just screwing myself over right now. It's my own fault for not checking my Pokemon's my Pokemon's moves. Normally, like, I am very, very meticulous about that, and I pay attention to detail, but I haven't been playing this game too much recently, and I've had a lot of things going on, and I don't like to use excuses like that, but you miss shit like that. Alright, let's get some Cyrus up in here. I'm gonna have to go with the Trick Room mode anyway. So I'm trying to think. I'm going to go with the Trick Room mode. I mean, what does he have to really take out the Porygon? I'm going to have to play Weather Wars with him. He's got the... Do I have another fairy other than Coco on my team? I do not think I do. The Como could be a huge issue because it resists my Rock-type attacks. And I can't really do too much to it with a Porygon. And... Whimsicott and Gengar are likely to have Taunt from my Porygon. I'm going to lead Porygon. I don't think he goes for the same lead again. Since I won, I would if I were him. But I'm going to lead the Porygon. So I'm going to lead the Landorus again because it's good against my Coco. I'm going to lead Lopunny because I can also fake out the Gengar. Gigalith. I'm going to bring my Incineroar. I'm planning on getting up Trick Room this game. I really want to bring my Coco so I can set up screens, but I didn't really take advantage of the screens last game, so we're just going to do this without Coco, without the screens, and with a Lopunny that does not have After You on it. Let's see how this works out. If he leads the Landorus and the Whimsicott, I'm going to flaunt the fake out, switch into my Gigalith. Or I could just fake out the Landorus. I'm just worrying about him leading Gengar. Okay, that's fine. Special attack rise, okay. I don't think this Whimsicott has Encore. I'm going to play a little risky right here. I think he protects the Whimsicott again. I don't think it has Encore. So I don't think I have to worry about him encoring me into Trick Room. Because he showed Tailwind, Protect. I honestly think that's all he's gone for. If he has Protect, I don't think it has room for Encore. It probably has Taunt. I don't know. We're going to find out right here. I thought the Mega Evolution goes before the Switch. See, this is my inexperience with this game. Oh my god. Oh, Christ almighty. I gotta really start practicing for this freaking game. So I'm gonna go for the... Yeah, he did show the fake tears. Okay, so it probably has an attacking move after that. Still shouldn't take out my Porygon. Oh, he goes for it and giggle. That's perfect. What? That did way too much damage. Holy Christ. I'm going to go for a curse right here. I think he protects or switches out the Charizard, yeah. Yep. Alright, cool. If it's not Saltless Landorus, unless this is a Saltvest Landorus, it should be going down. And this Whimsicott shouldn't have Encore. It has no attacking moves. Wow. 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 That just amazes me. This Whimsicott is the weirdest set I have ever encountered my entire career of playing Pokemon. It has Protect, Encore, Tailwind, Fake Tears. If I have a taunt on any of my Pokemon, this Whimsicott is so screwed. So I'm just gonna go for a actually, yeah, I'm just gonna go for a Trick Room. Why not? I'm just gonna Protect because he's probably gonna go for an attack into the Gigalith. The predicaments I put myself in. This is gonna be a really good battle, but I'm kind of blowing it. Okay, so he just goes for the safe Encore right there. I could have just switched it out of my Gigalith. I really could have just switched out my Gigalith. Wow. I thought he was going to go for like a superpower in that slot, covering an Incineroar switch in. Or a Lopunny switch in. Was not. I don't really know why he went for a U-turn right there. So I'm still going to be able to get up a Trick Room again. Charizard, okay. Whimsicott really is disruptive, though. Switch in right here. Let's do it. You know, I don't even care anymore. I don't care. Let's go for another Protect. Let's just go for another Protect. If I get this, and I win because of this, that's going to be pretty funny. We're not playing for real right now, and of course I don't get it. I never ever get anything that I need to go for me. When I'm in Dallas, what happens when I'm in Dallas? I have 2 Rock Slides that miss on 2 separate occasions against Charizard Wise, which would have won me the game. I never get any double protects. Alright, so just gonna go for the Flare Blitz right there, and then, God damn it, man. Why? And just bring in my Porygon. I should be able to get another special attack boost. Oh my goodness. Hopefully we burn the Whimsicott, so it can go the frig down. Because it should be Focus Sash. It's not. It doesn't have any attacking moves. It should be Focus Sash. He should be going for a Flamethrower onto my Gigalith slot. Attack. I have Return, so whatever. Protect, okay. He's just wasting turns at Trick Rooms. Very good play on his part because obviously I focused that down. He's going to go for a Flamethrower. Should be into the Porygon 2 slot. No, into the Incineroar, okay. Does a lot of damage. Alright, Sunlight is going to fade. Let's actually go for the double up right here. No, do not go for Recover. Right here, into the Charizard. He's probably going to switch in into Landorus, but that's okay. I'm just going to do this anyway. Switch in into Landorus, anticipating my Gigalith switch in. Should have actually just doubled up the Whimsicott, because getting Encored in the return is going to be a pain in the ass when I could just go for an Ice Beam onto the Landorus. Yeah, withdrawals a Charizard, probably into the Landorus. No, Tapu. What? Oh, well, I didn't go for a Flare Blitz. I went for a knockoff, but that's okay. And it is leftovers. Into the Landorus? Okay. At least I don't have to worry about the thing. I am neutral attack now with my Porygon. That did nothing. This Tapu Bulu is just way too bulky. At least I'm going to heal up a little bit right here. I'm going to heal up on my Incineroar, which probably isn't that good because I want my Berry to proc. How many turns of Trick Room are left? One more turn is left right up after this turn. I'm going to go for the Flare Blitz. What is my Incineroar speed? I should be under speeding. 80, I think it is. I should be under speeding the Tapu Bulu. I'm going to go for the Flare Blitz right here because Tapu Bulu should protect. I don't anticipate the Landorus to have protect, and then hopefully we can get rid of the Landorus. Yep, Tapu Bulu protect. Landorus should go down. We'll see. Yeah, it should go down. I think the Flare Blitz will be able to clean it up. Should have went for a knockoff, honestly. Flare Blitz is a little bit more powerful. I was hoping to proc my Berry as well, but I mean, why would it? Why would it? Attack falls at, which actually is pretty good. The Landorus is in, which isn't the end of the world. So now I can go for another Trick Room. I wish I had a normal type attack on my freaking thing. Let's get some chip. Kind of want to go for an Encore into it because I feel like the Landorus is going to switch out into the Whimsicott. No, okay. Doesn't. I favor the chip over the Encore. Because now you can follow it with an Ice Beam. Yep. Goes for a U-turn? Okay. Probably into the Whimsicott. Whimsicott is such a big problem, yeah. Now he's just going to go for an Encore into the Porygon 2. And he's probably just going to double up the Porygon 2. If he does that, that's extremely smart. There's nothing I can do. I have to get my Porygon 2 out. He should double up the Porygon. Great read. That was a fantastic read. And he's going to go for Horn Leech probably into the Porygon. Yep. That was just a great read on his part. So good game. There's nothing I can do now. So what I could have done right there was I could have attacked with my Porygon and then switched out my Lopunny. But I wasn't even thinking to do that because the most obvious Pokemon to Encore right there would have been the Porygon, so that I just keep going for Trick Rooms. Because Porygon is actually an offensive threat, whereas Lopunny isn't an offensive threat whatsoever against this team. So I wasn't anticipating that move. But the most obvious Pokemon right there was to switch out my Porygon, so going for the Grass Type attack into the Porygon 2 slot, and then Encoring the Lopunny just so I don't get off any damage was a very, very good read, and then good job to Rob right there. You know what, I'm not going to forfeit, I'm just going to play this game out. There's no way I can win. There's actually zero way I can win right now. He does have the Landorus again in the back. So I gotta keep going for fake outs. So I might as well just go for like the Ice Beam or something like that into the Whimsicott. Just in case he switches and Landorus into that slide. Just gonna go for last ditch effort, fake tears, probably into the Porygon. Yep. And then he's probably just gonna go for a Grass Type attack into the Porygon because it's really the only offensive threat to his team now. Wow, that does a lot of damage. Holy crap. Okay, he goes for it into the Lopunny. And I survive in Grassy Terrain. Yeah, my bulk pulling through right there. Now he's probably going to protect this Whimsicott. Protect his Whimsicott or switch out into the Landorus. Grassy Terrain is not on the field anymore. I'm going to call this protect and just go for a return into the Bulo. I still don't think the return of +1 is going to knock out the Bulo. I actually do have a attack investment. Wow, okay. So he doesn't go for the... because I could have just went for an Ice Beam into that slot to take it out, but he's going to be going for the fake tears first anyway. It still doesn't take it out. Damn, Bulo is just so ridiculously bulky. I needed to get up, so what I needed to do was I needed to get up Trick Room and have my Gigalith operate underneath it, but unfortunately Gigalith was Deathfodder in this game. Could have done some work in the first game. I still think I should have won the first game if I didn't miss the Rock Slide, because again I hit the Rock Slide, and then the following turn I go for the, well, I would have to have After You on my Lopunny, so I can't necessarily say I should have won the first game. If I had After You, I probably would have, because then the following turn I go for an After You, and then I go for a Continental Crush into the Bulu, and I knock out the Bulu because we know that Robert had gone for a Tailwind as opposed to an Encore, so I would have been Encored into like Fake Out or whatever my Lopunny had gone for the previous turn, and I would have been able to knock out the Bulu. He's under Tailwind, yes, that's great and all, but a Solar Beam wouldn't have, well, he could have went for... You know what? He could have went for a Fake Tears Solar Beam into my Gigalith. And I had nothing that would attack his Charizard because I had 2 fighting type attacks. Maybe if I had a normal type attack, that would have been great. But yeah, it was a tough matchup because again, Weather Wars, and that's why I don't really like at the beginning of the format. I really liked this format, but now it's just Weather Wars after Weather Wars after Weather Wars, and it's one of the reasons why I don't really like playing this game anymore. It's just the same thing over and over again, and it's beginning to get to the point where it's just a singular mindset that people have going into it. It's like, oh, I need a Tapu, I need a Weather, I need this just to counter this, and it's very, very, very boring. So I never used Gigalith. I wanted to see how Gigalith would operate, and obviously I am not the best operator of Gigalith. Of course I need more practice with him, but I definitely need to get him set up under Trick Room. Anyway, we are 6-4. We are doing absolutely terrible, but it goes to show you that practice does pay off, and I haven't been practicing, so it's not paying off. Anyway, guys, have a great day. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking around. If you do stick around and watch these videos, have a great day, and hopefully I'll be back one day to make Pokemon videos. Right now, it's not going to happen because I don't have any time, and I don't feel like playing this game because it is fairly boring and I have a lot of things going on. But I do still try to keep up with the EPL because it does keep me into the game, because if I wasn't in EPL, I probably wouldn't play it at all. Anyway, peace out. Thank you for watching. Take care and have a great day. Bye.